They say lightning doesn't strike twice. They say you can't go back. They say once you lose it all, there's no redemption on the road to WrestleMania. Well, tonight in Portland, Oregon, Cody Rhodes just proved them all wrong, and I watched every single heart-stopping second of it unfold in the most brutal, most unforgiving, most emotionally charged WWE Championship battle this year. 2 months. That's how long it's been since Drew McIntyre ripped the WWE Championship away from Cody Rhodes in that hellacious 3 stages of hell match. 2 months since Jacob Fatu came crashing through like a wrecking ball, costing Cody everything he worked for. 2 months of Drew McIntyre holding that championship hostage, refusing to give Rhodes even a glimpse of a rematch. The Scottish Warrior declared war on redemption itself, saying Cody would never get another shot at the gold unless he won the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. And when Randy Orton won that chamber match, when he earned his ticket to WrestleMania, it looked like the American Nightmare's dream was dead in the water. But SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis had other plans. After watching Drew McIntyre interfere in the after witnessing the Scottish Warrior insert himself into Cody's business one too many times, Aldis made the call. One more match. One final chance. Portland, Oregon would witness either redemption or devastation, and family, when I tell you the energy in that arena was electric, I mean you could feel it through the screen. Before we get into this absolute war, if you love these intense breakdowns, these moment-by-moment deep dives into the action that matters most, you need to do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Join the SlamZone family because we're building something special here. Every week we bring you the most passionate wrestling commentary, the stories behind the stories, the emotion that makes this business what it is. And listen, I know algorithms are tough. I know your feed doesn't always show you the content you love. So please hit that notification bell. Be here when these videos drop because together, we're keeping the spirit of professional wrestling alive. Now let's get back to this absolute masterpiece. The match started exactly how you'd expect. Cody Rhodes wasn't waiting for a bell. He wasn't waiting for formalities. The moment Drew McIntyre's music hit, Cody was on him like a man possessed. This wasn't about championships or accolades anymore. This was personal. This was about every sleepless night since January. Every time Cody had to watch Drew parade around with his championship. Every moment of doubt, every question of whether finishing the story once was enough. Drew tried to escape. The WWE champion actually tried to run from this fight, but there's no running from destiny. Cody caught him at the stage, and what happened next was pure violence. He threw the Scottish Warrior into the video board with a sickening thud that echoed through the Moda Center. The crowd erupted. 15,000 people on their feet screaming because they knew they were about to witness something special. Rhodes dragged McIntyre over the barricade. A fan handed him a cup of water and Cody just splashed it right in Drew's face. It was disrespectful. It was personal. It was perfect. Because this wasn't about being a role model anymore. This was about survival. This was about proving that when they knock you down, when they take everything from you, you get back up swinging harder than before. When they finally got into the ring, the technical masterclass began. Drew McIntyre is 6'5" of Scottish fury, and he used every inch of that frame. Kicks to Cody's chest that sounded like gunshots. Overhead suplexes that rattled the ring. But Cody Rhodes is built different. Every time Drew thought he had control, Rhodes would fire back with that beautiful drop-down uppercut, that devastating disaster kick that's ended so many battles. The crowd was chanting. The energy was building. You could see it in Cody's eyes, that fire, that determination that carried him through the darkest days of his career. From leaving WWE in 2016, to conquering the independents, to building All Elite Wrestling from the ground up, to returning to WWE and finally winning the championship at WrestleMania 40 against Roman Reigns. All of that history, all of that struggle was written on his face as he exchanged blows with Drew McIntyre. Then Rhodes went for the suicide dive. The Moda Center held its breath. But Drew caught him, reversed it, and planted Cody hard into those unforgiving steel steps. The thud echoed through the arena. You could feel the collective wince from the crowd. Drew stood over him, talking trash, reminding everyone why he's one of the most dangerous men to ever hold that championship. But here's the thing about Cody Rhodes. Here's what makes him different. He's not just talented. He's not just athletic. He's mentally unbreakable. Years of being told he wasn't good enough, years of proving every doubter wrong, years of finishing stories that people said couldn't be finished. All of that creates a different kind of competitor. All of that builds a different kind of heart. The action spilled back into the ring. Drew was methodical now, wearing Cody down with that technical precision that made him a multiple-time world champion. Every move calculated. Every strike designed to break both body and spirit. The crowd started getting behind Cody, chanting his name, willing him to fight back. And family, that's when the complexion of this match changed. Cody started throwing punches in the corner. 1, 2, 5, 10. The crowd counting along with every single strike. Drew's head snapping back with each impact. You could see the frustration building in the champion's face. This wasn't supposed to happen. Cody was supposed to stay down. He was supposed to accept his fate. But acceptance isn't in Cody Rhodes' vocabulary. Drew countered with more overhead suplexes, showcasing that raw power that's defined his entire career. But then Cody grabbed a table from under the ring. The crowd lost their minds because tables change everything. Tables mean someone's going through hell. Drew saw the opportunity first, though, and he powerbombed Cody right through that table with devastating force. The wood exploded. Cody's back arched in agony. Drew McIntyre stood tall, championship in sight, victory within reach. Then something beautiful happened. Something that reminded everyone why professional wrestling is the greatest form of storytelling on earth. These two warriors started hitting each other with their own finishing moves. Drew hit the crossroads on Cody. Cody hit a claymore on Drew. It was respect. It was rivalry. It was two of the absolute best in the world saying, "I know everything about you and I'm still going to win." The referee went down. An accidental disaster kick from Cody caught the official, and suddenly the rulebook went out the window. Cody hit across Rhodes, but there was no one to count. No one to declare victory. Drew, ever the opportunist, hit a claymore that should have ended everything, but Cody kicked out at 2 when a second referee slid in. You could feel the tension. You could feel 15,000 hearts beating as one. Every near fall felt like the end. Every kick out felt like a miracle. This is what WrestleMania is built on. This is the intensity that creates legends. Drew's frustration boiled over. He headbutted the second referee. Just knocked him out cold. The rules didn't matter anymore. The match didn't matter anymore. Drew McIntyre wanted to destroy Cody Rhodes, consequences be damned. He grabbed a steel chair. The crowd gasped. Everyone knew what was about to happen. One chair shot could end Cody's career, let alone his championship aspirations. But then, family, then the plot twist that nobody saw coming. Jacob Fatu appeared. The same Jacob Fatu who cost Cody the championship back in January. The same Samoan werewolf who's been a nightmare for everyone he's crossed paths with. He reached over the ropes and snatched that chair right out of Drew McIntyre's hands. The crowd exploded. Portland came absolutely unglued because justice was finally being served. Drew was in shock. Complete disbelief. The one interference he didn't see coming. Cody capitalized with a roll-up, but Drew kicked out. The intensity was off the charts now. Drew hit the future shock DDT, setting up for the claymore that's finished so many opponents. He ran. He leapt. Cody moved. What happened next will be replayed for years. Cody hit a beautiful top rope Cody cutter, catching Drew midair in one of the most athletic displays you'll ever see. The impact was devastating. The crowd was on their feet. But Cody wasn't done. He pulled Drew up, hooked the arm, and delivered the crossroads. 1, 2, 3. New champion. Fireworks exploded. The crowd erupted in a roar that shook the building. Cody Rhodes collapsed to the mat, championship held tight to his chest, tears streaming down his face. Because this wasn't just about winning a title. This was about redemption. This was about proving that the American dream is alive. This was about showing the world that you can get knocked down, you can lose everything, and you can still rise again. Before we continue, real quick, if you're feeling this energy, if this breakdown is hitting different, smash that like button. Share this video with your wrestling family. Comment below and tell me what you thought of this match. SlamZone is growing because of you, and every like, every share, every comment helps us reach more passionate wrestling fans who deserve this kind of content. Cody Rhodes now heads to WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. His opponent? Randy Orton. The Viper. The Legend Killer. The man who won the Elimination Chamber. The same Randy Orton who was Cody's mentor, who taught him the ways of WWE, who stood by his side through Legacy and beyond. Student versus teacher. Brother versus brother. The undisputed WWE Championship on the line at the Showcase of the Immortals. Think about the story here. Randy Orton is a 14-time world champion, a future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of boots. He's headlined WrestleMania before, but only twice. And now at this stage of his legendary career, he gets one more shot at immortality. One more chance to prove he's still the best. And standing in his way is the man he helped mold, the man he watched grow from a young prospect into the undisputed WWE champion. The emotional weight of this match is already crushing. When Orton cut his promo to open SmackDown, you could hear it in his voice. The respect, the hunger, the knowledge that time waits for no one, not even legends. He talked about how hard it is to even get to WrestleMania, let alone main event it. 20 WrestleManias he's been a part of, but only 2 main events. This is personal for him too. And what about Cody? This will be his 4th consecutive WrestleMania main event. Think about that pressure. 4 years in a row, carrying the biggest show in professional wrestling. Last year he defeated John Cena to recapture this championship in a brutal street fight. The year before he defeated Roman Reigns to win it for the first time, finishing the story that captivated the entire wrestling world. Now he has to face the man who helped write his story in the first place. But wait, there's more to this incredible night. While Cody and Drew were waging war for the WWE Championship, something bizarre and hilarious happened backstage that you absolutely need to know about. Danhausen. Yes, that Danhausen. The very nice, very evil superstar made his SmackDown debut, and it was everything you'd hope it would be. He approached Nick Aldis with his list of demands. Because of course he did. Danhausen doesn't just show up asking for opportunities. He shows up with demands written on official-looking paper. One of those demands? A mentor. Someone to guide him through the treacherous waters of WWE. Nick Aldis, ever the problem solver, had the perfect solution. The Miz, the A-lister himself. The former WWE champion, the Grand Slam champion, the man who's done it all in this business. Aldis introduced them backstage, praising Miz for his selflessness, his willingness to take young stars under his wing and elevate them to new heights. Danhausen seemed thrilled. The Miz? Not so much. He took one look at Danhausen and basically said, absolutely not. That's when things got spooky. Danhausen cursed him. Right there on SmackDown. The same curse he placed on Dominic Mysterio earlier this week on Raw. And what happened to Dominic after being cursed? He lost the Intercontinental Championship to Penta after holding it for nearly a year. The curse is real, family. The curse is legitimate. And now The Miz is walking around SmackDown with that same curse hanging over his head. The Miz tried to laugh it off, but you could see the concern in his eyes. Danhausen reminded him about what happened to Dom, and suddenly the laughter stopped. Because when Danhausen curses you, bad things happen. Championships get lost. Matches get dropped. Careers take unexpected turns. This is going to be one of those storylines that sneaks up on you. Right now it seems funny, seems like comedy relief on a show filled with intense championship drama. But mark my words, when The Miz starts losing matches, when opportunities slip through his fingers, when everything starts going wrong, we're all going to remember this moment. We're going to remember when Danhausen looked him dead in the eye and cursed his entire WWE existence. The beauty of professional wrestling is how all these stories interconnect. You've got Cody Rhodes reclaiming his championship, setting up an emotional WrestleMania showdown with Randy Orton. You've got Drew McIntyre, who just had the WWE Championship ripped from his grasp, probably about to feud with Jacob Fatu over that interference. You've got Danhausen cursing his way through the roster like some kind of professional wrestling warlock. All of this is building toward WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, the biggest wrestling event of the year, the showcase of the Immortals. And family, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be something special. Cody versus Randy isn't just a match. It's a clash of generations, a test of legacies, a battle between the man who is WWE and the man who became WWE. Randy Orton carries the weight of tradition. He's third-generation royalty, trained by his father Bob Orton Jr., carrying on a legacy that spans decades. He's the smooth operator, the calculated predator, the man who strikes from out of nowhere. Everything Randy does is methodical, precise, designed to break you mentally before he finishes you physically. Cody Rhodes represents evolution. He's the son of the American dream, but he forged his own path. Left WWE when everyone said he was crazy. Built his name from nothing. Co-founded a wrestling company that changed the industry. Then returned to WWE and conquered the mountain everyone said he couldn't climb. Cody is innovation, perseverance, the refusal to accept limitations. When these two collide in Las Vegas, it's not just about who pins who. It's about what professional wrestling means. Is it about respecting tradition and following the path laid before you? Or is it about blazing new trails and finishing stories people say can't be finished? The crowd tonight in Portland gave us a preview of that energy. Every Cody Rhodes chant echoed through the rafters. Every near fall had 15,000 people on their feet. Every moment felt monumental because it was monumental. Cody getting his championship back isn't just a title change. It's validation. It's proof that redemption is real, that second chances exist, that the American dream doesn't die as long as someone's willing to fight for it. Drew McIntyre put on an absolute clinic tonight. Yes, he lost. Yes, the interference cost him. But don't let that diminish what he did in that ring. Every suplex, every strike, every calculated move showed exactly why he's one of the most respected champions in recent memory. The man is a warrior. And based on Jacob Fatu pulling that chair away, based on how this story ended, I'm betting we're about to see one hell of a feud between those two. Jacob Fatu is one of the most intimidating forces in WWE, the Samoan werewolf, part of the legendary Anoa'i family. He moves like someone his size shouldn't be able to move, hits like a freight train, and carries an aura of danger that makes everyone nervous. When he interfered in the 3 stages of Hell match back in January, it accidentally cost Cody the championship. Tonight he evened the score. Whether that was intentional or whether Fatu just hates Drew McIntyre, we'll find out soon enough. But one thing's for certain, WrestleMania season is in full effect, and the stories we're watching unfold are absolutely incredible. You've got Rhea Ripley heading to WrestleMania to challenge Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. You've got title feuds being set up across every division. You've got Danhausen cursing people left and right. You've got Sami Zayn showing frustration, questioning why everything seems to fall into Cody's lap when he's been working just as hard. That Sami Zayn storyline is particularly interesting. He confronted Cody backstage tonight, voicing frustrations that a lot of people watching probably feel. Why does Cody get another championship opportunity after losing at Elimination Chamber? Why does everything work out for the American Nightmare when other people, equally talented and equally deserving, can't catch a break? Cody responded, tried to defend himself, but you could see the conflict. Because deep down, Cody knows he's been fortunate. He knows the opportunities he's received. But he also knows he's capitalized on every single one. He's never taken his position for granted. He's fought tooth and nail for everything he's achieved. Then Sami talked to Randy Orton. Asked him how he could RKO Cody, his supposed friend, to win the Elimination Chamber. Randy's response was pure Viper mentality. Sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you have to put yourself first. The selfishness, that willingness to do whatever it takes, is what made him a 14-time world champion. It's fascinating character development. Sami Zayn has always been the lovable underdog, the guy who fights for what's right, who does things the honorable way. But maybe that's why he hasn't reached the top. Maybe that's why championships keep slipping through his fingers. Randy Orton planted that seed, told Sami to listen to the voices in his head, and you could see the wheels turning. Is Sami about to snap? Is he about to embrace that darker side that Randy suggested? These are the storylines that make professional wrestling the greatest form of entertainment. It's not just about who wins and who loses. It's about the journey. It's about the character development, the emotional arcs, the way victories and defeats shape who these people become. Tonight in Portland, Cody Rhodes didn't just win a championship. He reclaimed his destiny. He proved that setbacks are temporary, that the story isn't over until you say it's over. He showed millions of people watching that when life knocks you down, when you lose everything you've worked for, you get back up. You keep fighting. You keep believing. And eventually, if you're willing to sacrifice everything, if you're willing to pour your heart and soul into your dream, you'll stand tall again. That's why I do this. That's why SLAMZONE exists. Because these stories matter. Because the emotion, the drama, the incredible athletic performances deserve to be celebrated, discussed, broken down, and appreciated. If you've made it this far, if you've felt every moment of this journey with me, I need you to do one final thing. Hit that subscribe button. Join this family. We're building something special here and I want you to be part of it. Drop a comment below telling me what you thought of tonight's SmackDown. Are you excited for Cody versus Randy at WrestleMania? Do you think Danhausen's curse is real? What's next for Drew McIntyre? And share this video. Send it to your wrestling group chats. Post it on your social media. Because content like this, passionate breakdowns from real fans who love this business, deserves to be seen. Together we keep the spirit of professional wrestling alive. The road to WrestleMania is paved with broken dreams and shattered bodies. But it's also paved with redemption, with triumph, with moments that make you believe in something bigger than yourself. Tonight, Cody Rhodes gave us one of those moments. He reminded us why we fell in love with professional wrestling in the first place. The drama, the emotion, the uncertainty of what's going to happen next. In 2 months, Las Vegas will host the biggest wrestling event of the year. Cody Rhodes will defend the undisputed WWE Championship against Randy Orton. Student versus teacher. Dream versus legend. And somewhere in the back of Cody's mind, he'll remember this night in Portland. He'll remember fighting through the pain, the doubt, the interference, and emerging victorious. He'll carry that strength into WrestleMania, and whatever happens, we're all going to be there to witness it. This is SlamZone, where we break down the moments that matter, where we celebrate the stories that make professional wrestling the greatest show on earth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until next time, keep fighting for your dreams, keep finishing your stories, and never, ever stop believing. Because if Cody Rhodes can reclaim the WWE Championship after everyone counted him out, you can accomplish whatever you're chasing in your life. Now get out there and make it happen.